Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing, Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
180. It's a set. Come on, fellas. Tighten up.
First carry for Nick Chubb. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 33 yards that time.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield flush to his right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
On third down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
On first down, it's Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Throwing again is Watson. Hunter Henry brings it in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Watch tight end, tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down. 58, come on. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, Larry. Check.
To the air yet again, Watson. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The Browns drive about to get started. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the run, watch the run.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Greystone, travel. Point it right. Hurry. Mike's by 4. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Mayfield. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Sam Hubbard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
At the 19-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the I. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. He's going to fire one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. To try again after the sack, Watson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
Let's go.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
26. Let's go.
Throwing on second down. Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back. But also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Chandler. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson looks to throw again. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And a big loss loss here as he's taken down. Sam Hubbard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set, 180, 54. Hey, 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 hey.
A run for Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Mayfield now from the 50. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing him.
Dancing to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Don't get nervous. 25, check 25, check 25, check 13, check 13.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw, Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run. Chubb. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A good pickup there, 22. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Mayfield on 1st down. And this is caught off a deflection. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Mayfield now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth.
Check girls, check girls.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Not today.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Cleveland, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.